Archaeologists are using satellite technology to find out temples and stepwells. A rare Buddhist idol stolen for nearly 60 years ago is finally returning home from the United States. Fresh discoveries are offering new clues about the final days of Vijayanagar Empire, and a remarkable hero stone from the Hoysala period has revealed a medieval story of bravery, sacrifice, and moksha. And all this happened in this fortnight. Namaskar and welcome to the Heritage Roundup, where we bring you the latest discoveries, inscriptions, excavation, and heritage stories emerging from across India. There is an interesting update from Lakkundi, a small village in Karnataka. The Directorate of Archaeology, Museum and Heritage is considering taking help of satellite imaging technology to unearth buried monuments in the village. Bengaluru-based National Institute of Advanced Studies or NIAS will be helping them in this attempt. The department said that they are attempting to unearth as many as 101 temples and 101 stepwells using this technology. Lakkundi is a small but historical village in the Gadag district of Karnataka. In the 10th century, it was a major economic and commercial center, hosting mint operations for many kingdoms in South India. The village also became the capital of Hoysalas in the 12th century. Interestingly, this is not the first time Lakkundi has surprised archaeologists. Over the years, many excavations and surveys have been done here, and they have brought to light many temples, inscriptions, wells, and sculptural remains from its glorious medieval past. Every new discovery strengthens the belief that much of the historical settlement may still remain hidden beneath the present-day village. Lakkundi has also made news for one more reason this fortnight. A fragmentary Kannada inscription from the reign of Chalukya Emperor Jagadekamalla II has also been discovered in the historic town. The inscription invokes Lord Shiva and appears to be related to a grant made to a Shaivite temple. Though damaged, it preserves references to administrative divisions such as Kuntala Nadu and Masavadi, offering fresh insight into the governance and religious institutions of the area during the 12th century. Today, we see many ancient temples and ruins in and around Lakkundi. However, there is no specific evidence supporting the claim of 101 temples and 101 stepwells. It is a part of folklore that is commonly told in the region. And the Department of Archaeology is trying to verify this folklore using the satellite imaging technology. Earlier, satellite imaging technology was also used for an excavation at Talakadu, the capital of Ganga dynasty. But that was for a very small area of land. Using the technology effectively for a land filled with streets and buildings is really a very challenging task. But let's keep an optimistic view and look forward to project being a success. In another positive news from Chhattisgarh, a rare 7th century bronze idol of Lord Avalokiteshwar is said to come back to India from USA. It was stolen from a premium museum of Chhattisgarh around 60 years ago, and it was later trafficked to USA. The idol is among the 657 ancient and historical artifacts that are being returned to India from USA. It was discovered during the excavation at the famous Buddhist archaeological site of Sirpur in the year 1939. The 7th century idol was brought to Mahanta Ghasidas Memorial Museum at Raipur for conservation work. On April 15, 1967, it was stolen from the museum. We don't yet know how it was trafficked to USA, how it was smuggled to USA. But we are glad that it is finally coming back home. The return of the Avalokiteshvara idol is part of the much larger effort to reclaim India's lost heritage. To give you a context, before 2014, only 13 stolen antiquities had been returned to India from abroad. But since 2014, the number has crossed 650, making it one of the largest heritage repatriation effort in the country's history. Interestingly, out of these 650, 578 cultural artifacts are returned from the US only since the year 2016. Avalokiteshwar is one of the most revered bodhisattvas in the Buddhism tradition. and he is regarded as the embodiment of compassion. The name Avalokiteshwar literally means the Lord who looks down upon the world with compassion. In Buddhist traditions, Avalokiteshwar is believed to hear the cries of the suffering and assist them on path of the liberation. The worship of Avalokiteshwar became widespread across India and was later spread to regions such as Nepal, Tibet, China, Japan, and Southeast Asia. The discovery of Avalokiteshwar idol at Sirpur is a reminder of site's importance as a major center of Buddhist learning and religious activity during the early medieval period. In an interesting update from Tamil Nadu, a cluster of pots has been unearthed during the 11th phase of excavations at Kiladi. These pots were buried for more than 2000 years. Among them is an almost perfectly preserved complete circular vessel. All these pots that are found there, they were made with clay and are found intact, and those were unearthed from about 4 feet deep in the ground. It's significant that the artifact was found intact. Comparative dating of the pot indicates it belongs to the 3rd century BC. The Kiladi findings point to an urban and industrial settlement that flourished for 800 years from the 6th century BCE up to the 2nd century CD. What makes this discovery more significant is that such vessels help archaeologists in understanding how ordinary people lived 2000 years ago. Kings and wars are often recorded in inscriptions, in writing, but pottery tells us about everyday life, how people stored water, food, grains, and other essentials. Each intact vessel is like a small time capsule from an ancient Tamil settlement. If you enjoy discovering the stories hidden within inscriptions, temples, and archaeological sites, do consider subscribing to our channel. Every fortnight, we bring you carefully curated updates from the world of heritage, archaeology, and Indian history. Your support helps us continue documentation and sharing these stories with a wider audience. So please subscribe to our channel. Moving ahead, there is an interesting update from Hampi. An excavation is going near Hazaram temple of Hampi. In this excavation, ancient Alvar idols and stone pedestals were discovered. Archaeologists believe that the findings could provide valuable insight into the religious and cultural history of the Vijayanagar period. The findings also reflect the strong influence of Vaishnavite tradition and Bhakti movements in the cultural landscape of Vijayanagar. The Alvars were saint poets associated with the Bhakti movement in Tamil Nadu and are revered in the Vaishnavite traditions. Just a few days ago, archaeologists discovered stone roof structures and elephant idols during the excavation work at Hampi. The latest findings have now revealed more damaged and beheaded idols from the Vijayanagar period. Vijayanagar Empire suffered a major defeat in the Battle of Talikote in the year of 1565. Following the fall of empire, several temples and structures were attacked and thousands of idols and statues of deities were reportedly damaged or destroyed during the subsequent invasions. Archaeologists believe that the idol currently being unearthed during the ongoing excavation may be linked to the turbulent period in this history. Multiple other discoveries in different parts of India also made this fortnight an exciting time for the heritage lovers. A Torugolu hero stone from the period of Hoysala king Vishnuvardhana was discovered in Mandya district of Karnataka. Turugolu means battle for cattle. So this hero stone is a memorial stone sculpted to commemorate the bravery and sacrifice of a hero who died while fighting to protect cattle in the 12th century. The stone also consists of an inscription. The inscription depicts royal epithets of King Vishnuvardhana, describing him as possessor of the 5 great sounds. Here, 5 great sounds refer to the ceremonial sounds of instruments such as the drum, conch, kettle drum, trumpet, and veena. This is a very interesting reference to the musical instrument that were of importance in the Hoysala era. And it also shows the importance was given to music during the royal ceremonies. This hero stone consists of 3 panels, like in case of many other Virgallus. In the lowest panel, the hero is depicted stabbing an opponent in the chest with a dagger, while the opponent holds a bow. Behind the hero, four cows are sculpted to indicate that the battle was fought for cattle. Here we can understand how much importance was given to the animals as well in that time of era. In the middle panel, the celestial maidens are depicted taking the fallen hero to Kailas. In the uppermost panel, the dead hero is depicted seated before a Shivlinga with folded hands in reverence after attaining moksha. Above the Shivlinga, relief sculpture of sun and moon are carved to symbolize that hero's bravery and sacrifice will endure as long as the sun and moon exist. An inscription related to medieval history of southeastern India was discovered at Undavalli village in the Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh. The stone inscription is dated to 1526 CE or the Shalivahan Shake year of 1448, coinciding with the reign of Suryavamshi Gajapati Emperor Prataparudra Deva. Inscribed in Telugu script and using both Telugu and Sanskrit language, the epigraph records the construction of the temple dedicated to Bhaskareshwara by four individuals. The inscription mentions the grant of flower garden containing mango, vilva, amalak and other trees, along with land grants for maintenance of daily worship at the Bhaskareshwara temple. Although related primarily to the temple donation, the inscription also bears immense importance with regard to the shared political history of the region, particularly because of the date February 26, 1526 CE. Why this date is very important? Let me tell you. According to several historical records, a treaty had earlier been concluded between the two powerful Hindu kingdoms of that time, the Vijayanagaras and the Kalinga. This treaty was done following a fierce conflict that continued for nearly 7 years. The forces of the Vijayanagar Emperor Krishnadeva defeated the Kalingan army of the Gajapatis by around 1519 CE, after which a treaty had been established. Remember the year 1519, 1519. And the stone inscription that was found is from 1526, around 7 years after this treaty was done. As per the agreement, the territories south of river Krishna remained with Vijayanagar Empire, while the regions north of the river would continue under the Kalinga rule. However, the newly discovered inscription reveals that Gajapati Prataputra Deva may not have continued to abide by the conditions of the treaty over time. His presence in the Undavalli region, situated south of the river Krishna, along with the construction activity associated with the Bhaskareshwara temple, strongly indicated the continuing Kalingan influence in the area, despite the treaty done with the Vijayanagar Empire. From buried temples to forgotten inscriptions to returning antiquities and newly unearthed artifacts, this fortnight once again reminds us that India's heritage is not confined to textbooks or museums. New discoveries continue to emerge from every corner of the country, helping us better understand the people, the beliefs, and the tradition that shaped our civilization. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Heritage Roundup. If you found these stories interesting, do share the video with fellow heritage enthusiasts. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep celebrating our shared heritage. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.